At Portland State University, research is how we let knowledge serve.
Working together, we're making communities smarter and more sustainable.
Because our city is our home as well as our laboratory.
We address global challenges like climate change and homelessness.
Develop treatments for disease and investigate our world.
Explore the boundaries of life on Earth and beyond.
We engineer resilient cities, design intelligent IT systems, and invent new technologies.
Our research improves business practices, informs decision makers, and supports the vulnerable.
We know research fosters student success.
It builds creative, inclusive, and diverse communities.
We are Portland State.
And our research brings the future into focus.
Hello, thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Jason Podrowski, Interim Vice President for Research and Graduate Studies. We gather here virtually this year to celebrate Portland State research and the people who make it possible. Before we begin, recognizing our research award winners, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge that Portland State University, located in the heart of downtown Portland, Oregon, in Multnomah County, stands on the ancestral homelands, the traditional village sites of Indigenous people. I want to honor these people, the Multnomah, Cathlamet, Clackamas, Tumwater, Wallala, bands of the Chinook, the Tualatin and the Kalapuya, and many other Indigenous nations of the Columbia River. It is important to acknowledge the ancestors of this place and to recognize that we are here because of the sacrifices forced upon them. We want to honor and recognize these ancestral communities, their knowledge, their legacies, and their lives. We also wish to honor their descendants still living here, carrying their ancestral traditions forward and continually making fresh contributions to the expansion of knowledge that serves humanity. We want to express our support, appreciation, and solidarity with our Indigenous colleagues, students, and community members. I'd like to take a moment to also thank our Research Week supporters and event participants. I'd like to thank PSU's President, Stephen Percy, and our Provost, Susan Jeffords, our Board of Trustees, represented here today by Vice Co-Chair Ben Berry, and all of our award winners from both 2020 and 2021, whose outstanding work we're here to celebrate this afternoon. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks also to our sponsors, Clark-West Sparkman LLP, and Schwabe Williamson and Wyatt PC for your support. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the members of the Research Awards Committee for their work in helping to select the recipients of the University Research Awards. Now I'd like to invite President Stephen Percy to say a few words. Please join me on the screen, President Percy.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Jason, and thanks to everyone for joining us this afternoon. This afternoon, you're recognizing a truly inspiring group of individuals. Further, this day of celebration reminds us of the importance of research and creative expression as hallmarks of our campus mission. It really is part, and always has been and always will be, part of what PSU is about. Over the past 5 days, PSU has hosted many virtual Research Week events, from the Student Research Symposium to the 3-minute thesis. We've had presentations hosted by our university research centers and inspiring a discussion about advancing equity for women in science, presented in partnership with the College of Liberal Arts and Science as part of classes This Moment series. Research Week is a celebration of the talented students, faculty, and staff whose work leads PSU into the future. Their scholarly work moves our community, state, and nation beyond. At PSU, I'm so very proud of the diversity of our research and scholarship, which includes such things as testing hypotheses on critical questions of science, growing our understanding of people and their health and well-being. Our research contributes to making practice more effective and to solving important questions about life quality in our neighborhoods and communities. The video did such a nice job of talking about that. Research and artistic work improve business and strengthens our community, builds smarter cities, and celebrates cultures in the world of artistic expression. I recognize that our achievements and contributions to research are directly and purposely related to other key elements of our university mission. Research informs instructors, enlivens instruction, and provides opportunities for students to experience the research process. And I'm so pleased with the undergraduate research that we're expanding on our campus. Research also contributes deeply and regularly to our community engagement mission. As we believe, let knowledge serve the city is our key motto. It's our research enterprise that creates the knowledge that we can indeed share for community benefit. Please know that I appreciate and strongly support the research energy and mission of Portland State. I'm seeking during my presidency to take efforts to strengthen our research capacity and our opportunity. And for this reason, have commissioned Jason, our interim vice president for research and graduate studies, to conduct a strategic study to identify ways and opportunities we have to strengthen research at PSU. I really look forward to hearing from this report and the input that researchers will be giving to Jason in finding ways to move our research agenda forward. I think that it's important that the PSU community recognizes that our PSU Board of Trustees appreciates the centrality of research, scholarship, and artistic expression to our campus mission. It's my very great pleasure this afternoon to welcome the Vice Co-Chair of the Portland State Board of Trustees, Ben Berry. Believe me, he knows a lot about research. In addition to his role on the Board of Trustees, Mr. Berry is the Executive Vice President of Information and Technology and the Chief Information Officer at the Bonneville Power Administration. He represents the BPA on the Research Committee of the Electric Power Research Institute. Mr. Berry is also the Aerospace Entrepreneurial CEO and Chief Digital Officer for Airship Technologies Group Endurance Unmanned Aerial Vehicles and Stringer MAV and Microintelligence for Clean Tech Long Flight Drones. Ben, I sure hope I got all that right. I sure tried. Trustee Berry, thanks so much for being with us today. It means a lot to us.
Thank you, Dr. Percy, President Percy. And thank you to everyone joining us this afternoon. First, let me congratulate the recipients of the 2020 and 2021 Research Awards and let you all know how pleased I am to be here with you as we recognize and value your exceptional work. Research, along with our commitments to educating our students and providing service to the community, is one of the pillars of our university. This work provides experiential learning opportunities for our students, expands our collective knowledge, and drives innovation and improves quality of life. The researchers we honor this afternoon are developing technologies for clean energy generation and to keep us safe even during earthquakes. They are examining the root causes of and potential solutions for pressing social issues, including homelessness. They develop and evaluate programming that strengthens support systems for the vulnerable. And they explore the engines of economic growth and activity. The quality of their work is widely recognized by their peers and in national and international media. They are truly remarkable people and a remarkable group. And it is an honor to join you this afternoon in recognizing their dedication to research and contributions to the field. So, congratulations again. And now I'd like to welcome back Jason. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vice Co-Chair Berry. And I think now is a good time to remind us all that this is a celebration and we can make a quick toast to the researchers that are here today that we're celebrating and to all researchers everywhere in the pursuit of new knowledge. To that, cheers. All right. So indeed, it is an honor to be here today with everyone this afternoon, especially given the challenges we've experienced over the past 15 months. When the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic in March of last year, we all waited in anticipation of what would come next. Then within a matter of days, we were all thrust into a new world. Seemingly overnight, students and faculty needed to adapt to new forms of virtual learning and instruction. Our bustling campus transformed into a ghost town as stay-at-home orders went into effect. All research and creative activities on campus or in the field came to a halt. But the pandemic couldn't hold PSU back. The campus community came together and we worked to develop guiding principles for safely conducting research during the pandemic. And by this time last year, the university had a plan to return to research and creative activities on campus that put the health and well-being of students, faculty, and staff members first. Today, the campus community has submitted nearly 1,100 requests to return to laboratory, studio, or fieldwork, and the vast majority of those approved to come back to work were students. Research and graduate studies in collaboration with department chairs, deans, environmental health and safety, and the incident management team has together approved over 1,000 of these requests. Remarkably, we're only aware of 5 cases of COVID-19 within this group of individuals, and 0 significant transmission events. This is really, truly impressive. It's been incredible to watch, and it couldn't have happened without the people who make Portland State what it is. I would like to personally thank all of you for your cooperation, understanding, and determination during these difficult times. It's times like this when you realize you're part of such a special community. Your dedication to the creation of new knowledge and to the training of our students, the future of research, is inspiring. Now I'd like to invite Kelly Clifton, our interim Associate Vice President for Research, to join us for the next part of our program. Kelly?
Thanks, Jason. And thanks to everyone for joining us this afternoon, and to all of PSU's incredible students, faculty, and staff members. So for the past 3 years, Research and Graduate Studies has asked the college and schools to name a Faculty Researcher of the Year, celebrating their research, scholarship, and creative activities. But because of the pandemic, we did not host a ceremony last year. So today, we'd like to recognize the recipients of both the 2020 and the 2021 Researcher of the Year awards. Each of the recipients received a commemorative plaque recognizing their achievements, and perhaps more importantly, a bottle of limited edition PSU 75th anniversary wine from Sokol Blossery Winery. We'll begin this afternoon's awards by recognizing, recognizing recipients from the Massey College of Engineering and Computer Science. The 2020 MTEX Researcher of the Year is Arash Khosravifar. He's an assistant professor in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Arash's research focuses on soil liquefaction during seismic events, a topic that's particularly relevant for us here in Portland. Lucky for us, Arash's research team explores natural methods to absorb earthquakes' energy and mitigating liquefaction. Arash, congratulations on being named the 2020 Massey College of Engineering and Computer Science Researcher of the Year. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much for this award. I also like to thank my colleagues and faculty and staff in the Massey College of Engineering and the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Thank you.
Thanks, Arash. The 2021 MTEX Researcher of the Year is Jonathan Bird. He's an associate professor in the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. Jonathan's research focuses on using electromagnetics to get us places faster and cleaner, and to produce sustainable wind and wave energy. Jonathan, congratulations on being named the 2021 Massey College of Engineering and Computer Science Researcher of the Year. Please join us and say a few words.
Thank you. Thanks very much. And I look forward to coming back to campus in the fall. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Thanks.
Thanks, Jonathan. Jonathan, I join you in that sentiment. So next, we'd like to recognize the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences Researchers of the Year for 2020 and 2021. The 2020 Class Researcher of the Year is Laura Robeson. Laura is a historian whose scholarship examines ethnic politics, forced migration, and mass violence in the Middle East and beyond. Laura has since left Portland State for Penn State. The Class 2021 Researcher of the Year is Jola Ajibade. Jola is an assistant professor of geography, and her research resides at the intersection of climate adaptation, urban development, resilience planning, societal transformation, and the multiple dimensions of justice, with a focus on coastal cities in the global South. Jola, congratulations on being named the 2021 Class Researcher of the Year. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, everyone. It is humbling to receive such an award in recognition of the visible and invisible labor that we all do in advancement of our respective discipline. I want to thank my husband and my daughter for their patience and support and daily sacrifice. This could not have been possible without them. They are my rock. And beyond, I really want to thank over 100 people, collaborators, mentors, students, staff, and colleagues who have been supporting me in this journey. It's really a privilege to receive this award. Lastly, I want to dedicate this award to every woman, and particularly a person of color in academia. The last year has been extremely challenging and exhausting for many of us. Our world was turned upside down by COVID pandemic. Many of us lost families and friends, and the racially motivated killings of our brothers and sisters, we did witness this. But in the face of these challenges, Many of us taught several courses, we served our institution, and we produced excellent research. This year, we are all winners. Thank you all for all you do, and this award is for everyone, every woman of color, and every woman in academia. Thank you.
Thank you, Jola. Together we persist. I want to invite our next presenter to take the screen. Dawn Boatman is the Assistant Vice President of Research Administration. Dawn.
Wow, this is really exciting. Like, I'm already so I was already grateful to be here, but I'm impressed and continuously impressed by the faculty and staff that I feel fortunate to work with every day. So this is great. So I want to start. I have the honor of first recognizing the 2020 and 2020-21 College of Urban and Public Affairs Researchers of the Year. So the 2020 Cooper Researcher of the Year is GLA Harris. GLA is a professor of public administration, and her research focuses on the recruitment and retention patterns of the military, particularly as they pertain to women and unrepresented minorities, as well as the health and healthcare disparities of certain vulnerable and veterans groups. Harris's research led to the establishment of the first Veterans Resource Center in Oregon and in the nation, and served as the prototype for passing both state and federal legislation mandating the creation of these centers in colleges and universities across the US. GLA, congratulations on being named the 2020 Researcher of the Year. Please join us on screen to say a few words. Is GLA here with us today?
It looks like her connection might have dropped, or she might be on her way still.
All right. Seems like such incredible and exciting work. I look forward to hearing from her. I think maybe we can move on to the next award recipient, and then hopefully have a few words to have a moment to hear from GLA a little bit later in the program. So I'll continue by moving forward with the 2021 Cooper Researcher of the Year. That is Professor and Chair of the Political Science Department, Melody Valdini. Melody's research focuses on how institutional design shapes politics, with a particular focus on electoral systems, political parties, and women's descriptive representation. Melody, congratulations on being named the 2021 Cooper Researcher of the Year. Please join us on screen and say a few words.
Thank you so much. This award means so much to me, and I'm very grateful to the College of Urban and Public Affairs and to Portland State for continuing to fund graduate research assistants, without whom my work would not be possible. Thank you so much.
That's great, thank you. So I now have the honor of recognizing the 2020 and 2021 School of Business Researchers of the Year. The 2020 School of Business Researcher of the Year is Carlos Mena, Assistant Professor of Supply Chain Management. Carlos's research focuses on the impact practices such as converting resources into products and product distribution have on the economic, social, and environmental performance. Carlos, congratulations on being named the 2020 School of Business Researcher of the Year. Please join us on screen and say a few words.
Well, it's a real honor to receive this award. I'm really grateful to all my colleagues who have trusted me and who have supported me throughout this journey. And really allowed me to do the research, do the work I like to do, and hopefully work that helps people out there. In the end, research should be to serve the people and to serve the city. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So I'd now like to recognize the 2021 School of Business Researcher of the Year, Meredith Whaler. Meredith's research focuses on individual differences such as gender and political skill, as well as individuals' ability to handle a wide range of organizational changes we've all been going through, I think, this past year, and whether those changes are large-scale mergers to changes in workplace relationships. Meredith, congratulations on being named the 2021 School of Business Researcher of the Year. Meredith, please join us and say a few words.
Thank you all so much for this incredible award. I'm so grateful for everyone in the School of Business who has recognized me and supported my work. And I'm also very grateful to be a part of such a great and prestigious group of researchers who are being awarded here. Thank you all so much.
Absolutely. So now I want to acknowledge the 2020 and 2021 College of the Arts Researchers of the Year. The 2020 College of the Arts Researcher of the Year is Lisa Jarrett. Lisa is an associate professor of community and context arts, and she's the co-founder and co-director of the Dr. Martin Luther King School Museum of Contemporary Art, as well as the Harriet Tubman Middle School Center for Expanded Curatorial Practice in Northeast Portland. Her practice considers the politics of difference within various settings, including schools, landscapes, fiction, racial imaginaries, studios, communities, and much more. Lisa, please join us, and congratulations on being named College of the Arts 2020 Researcher of the Year. Can join us and say a few words, please.
Thank you so much for this award, and I appreciate that introduction. I'm sorry all of my titles are so long. I guess I just want to make sure that I accept this award on behalf of all of the students and the community members that I represent through my work. And I also want to give a shout out to my colleague, co-founder and co-director of Chaos Mocha, Harold Fletcher. Many thanks to my Dean, Leroy Bynum, who I see here today as well. And congratulations to all of the other award recipients. Thank you, everybody. I'm deeply honored.
Thank you, and congratulations again. So the 2021 College of the Arts Researcher of the Year is Master of the Keys, Jazz Area Coordinator, Associate Professor Jorge Cooligan. If you were with us at the top of the ceremony, you had the pleasure of hearing one of George's compositions. George has an international reputation as a great jazz pianist, multi-instrumentalist, composer, accompanist, teacher, and band leader. With over 130 albums to date as an accompanist, George has worked with many jazz greats. Jorge, congratulations on being named the 2021 College of the Arts Researcher of the Year. Please join us on screen and say a few words.
Thank you so much. Thank you to PSU. Thank you to CODA and the School of Music and Theater. I'm very happy to be recognized and appreciated. Congrats to Lisa Jarrett and all the winners today, and I hope we will all be back in September.
Thanks again. Now I want to ask our next presenter to take the screen. Please welcome Joe Janda, Assistant Vice President for Research and leader of RGS's Technology Commercialization and Entrepreneurship Unit, speaking of long titles, Propel PSU. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you, Dawn. We'd now like to recognize the 2020 and 2021 College of Education Researchers of the Year. The 2020 College of Education Researcher of the Year is Anne Fullerton. Anne is a Professor Emeritus of Special Education, and her research focuses on creating inclusive education and employment programs for youth and developing ways to support their self-determination and growth towards independence. Anne sends her regrets that she's unable to join us for today's celebration, but we congratulate her on being named the 2020 College of Education Researcher of the Year. And sent along wishes to thank everyone who helped organize this event and sends congratulations to all the other winners. The 2021 College of Education Researcher of the Year is Assistant Professor of Curriculum and Instruction, Amanda Sugimoto. Amanda's research focuses on improving the educational experiences and access of linguistically and culturally diverse students, particularly in mathematics classrooms. Amanda, congratulations on being named the 2021 College of Education Researcher of the Year. Would you like to join us on screen and say a few words?
Thank you so much. I am humbled and share this award with all of the incredible colleagues, educators, and students I've had the privilege of working with and learning from really over the past years. And particularly, I have to just thank my colleagues in the College of Education. Thank you.
Next, we'd like to recognize the 2020 and 2021 School of Social Work Researchers of the Year. The 2020 School of Social Work Researcher of the Year is Assistant Professor Suzanne Klauetter. Suzanne is a maternal and child health disparities researcher interested in parental and early childhood mental health. Her recent work is focused on exploring the integration of behavioral health support for parents in settings like neonatal intensive care units and the Special Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program for women, infants, and children. Suzanne, congratulations on being named the 2020 School of Social Work Researcher of the Year. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, hello. Thank you so much for this award. I'm honored to receive it thanks to my colleagues at PSU and at OHSU, as well as my research partners for this honor. Thank you.
Thanks, Suzanne. The 2021 School of Social Work Researcher of the Year is Assistant Professor Ami Thurber. Ami's research focuses on building more just neighborhoods through innovations in policy, practice, and participatory inquiry. She is currently leading a multi-year study evaluating the effects of housing preference policy on well-being. Ami, congratulations on being named the 2021 School of Social Work Researcher of the Year. Would you like to join us on screen to say a couple of words?
Yeah, thank you so much for the honor. Thank you to my colleagues for the nomination, and just want to uplift the really excellent justice-oriented scholarship happening in the School of Social Work, and also lucky to partner with people in other disciplines as well. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Ami. And last but not least, from me, here are the 2020 and 2021 OHSU PSU School of Public Health Researchers of the Year. The 2020 OHSU PSU School of Public Health Researcher of the Year is Assistant Professor Julia Goodman. Julia's research focuses on health services, population health, and how work-related policies can advance health equity for working parents. Her research examines gaps in access to paid family and medical leave and other family supportive workplace policies. Julia, congratulations on being named the 2020 OHSU PSU School of Public Health Researcher of the Year. Can you come on screen and say a few words?
Thank you so much for this honor. I really appreciate the work of the research community at this school. I just want to say thank you to my colleagues in the School of Public Health and beyond for working with me on this work. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Julia. The 2021 OHSU PSU School of Public Health Researcher of the Year is Christina Sun. Christina's research seeks to improve the lives of communities disproportionately affected by HIV and sexual and reproductive health disparities, including Latino, Black, and LGBTQ communities. Christina, congratulations on being named the 2021 OHSU PSU School of Public Health Researcher of the Year. Please join us on screen to say a few words.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for this honor and recognition. And I just want to take a moment to thank my mentors, colleagues, student collaborators, and community partners that were integral in helping me to conduct health equity research. Thanks again.
Thanks, Christina. And I will add on a personal note that this group of researchers is truly amazing. And one of the reasons they're amazing is that they've gotten Jason Pedrovsky to wear a tie, as you can all see on screen here. I'd like to invite Jason to return now.
Thanks, Joe. I wear a tie once a year for this event, but never any other time. So I'd like to also thank all of the 2020 and 2021 college and school researchers of the year. I'm especially excited to see many of the faculty that have taken part in our early career training programs like DC Fellows and the Research Pathways program being recognized here today. So cheers to you and all of your hard work. All right. Additionally, I'd like to extend a special thanks to everyone in attendance this afternoon for supporting the fantastic researchers at PSU. Now that we've recognized our college level awards, we close the program with university awards for excellence in research administration, research, and mentoring. A committee of their peers recommends recipients for these awards, and the nominees are evaluated for their work's significance and quality, creative achievement, discovery, and recognition by national and international experts. In 2020, we added a new award category, the Research Administrator of the Year, to recognize their important contributions to this work as well. Each of the University Award recipients has received a commemorative plaque in honor of their achievements. In addition to the plaque, awardees received a bottle of Sokol Blosser Winery's limited edition PSU 75th anniversary wine and a $1,500 honorarium, taxable, of course. The Research Administrator of the Year Award recognizes a research administration professional's outstanding contributions to the research enterprise at PSU. These are the folks that fundamentally make research possible at PSU, and they work tirelessly behind the scenes to make it possible for our faculty and our students to discover new things and make new contributions and innovations. The recipient of the 2020 Research Administrator of the Year Award is Corey Smitke. Corey is a Sponsored Projects Officer in the Sponsored Projects Administration. Corey leads a team of departmental research administrators and grants and agreements analysts that support faculty in the Massey College of Engineering and Computer Science. Corey and her team are responsible for assisting investigators with proposals, reviewing, negotiating, and accepting awards on behalf of PSU, overseeing award compliance and financial management, and preparing and submitting certified financial reports to sponsors, amongst many other things. Corey, congratulations on being named the 2020 Research Administrator of the Year. Would you like to join us on screen to say a few words?
Thank you. It's really meaningful to be recognized and to work alongside such wonderful researchers, creators, faculty, and staff. So I'm very honored. Thank you.
Thanks, Corey. The recipient of the 2021 Research Administrator of the Year Award is Alex Herring. Alex is a departmental research administrator known as a DRA in the Sponsored Projects Administration. As a DRA, Alex is responsible for assisting investigators with proposal development and submission, as well as sponsored award compliance and financial management activities for a diverse set of sponsored projects in the Massey College of Engineering and Computer Science. And as a PA myself, they also sometimes play the role of counselor and crisis manager as proposals are trying to be put together. They're really priceless in supporting this work. Alex, congratulations on being named the 2021 Research Administrator of the Year. Would you like to join us to say a few words?
Thank you so much, Jason. I am very grateful to be the recipient of this award, and I also wanted to say congrats to all of the other award winners today. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex, and thanks for all your work. The 2020 Research Faculty Award goes to Assistant Professor Jennifer Blakeslee. Jennifer is an early career researcher at the Regional Research Institute for Human Services in the School of Social Work. Jennifer's research focuses on developing and evaluating youth programming to strengthen support networks and enhance self-determination through youth-led mentoring and developmental coaching. Jennifer, congratulations on being named the 2020 Research Faculty Award recipient. Would you like to join us and say a few words?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you to Research and Graduate Studies for the award. It's an honor to be recognized with such a group of colleagues. Thank you particularly to my colleagues in the School of Social Work and the students, graduate students and undergraduate research assistants I've worked with, and to my friends and family for your support. And lastly, I want to recognize the young people, particularly those in foster care that have been involved in my research, for their willingness to participate. Thank you again. Thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer. The 2021 Research Faculty Award goes to Research Assistant Professor Dora Raymaker. Dora is a researcher in the School of Social Work's Regional Research Institute as well, and the co-director of the Academic Autism Spectrum Partnership in Research and Education. Dora's research focuses on intervention services in collaboration with autistic and mental health communities to improve employment outcomes and reduce discrimination. Dora, congratulations on being named the 2021 Research Faculty Award recipient. Would you like to join us and say a few words?
Yes, hi. Waiting to see if my video shows up. Hello?
You're here.
I am here?
Yes, I can see you anyway.
Okay. So thank you so much. And thank you to especially Wayne Wakeland, Christina Nicolaitis, Lori Powers, and Mary Oshwald for giving me a home here at PSU. In 2005, when I first started as a graduate student in the system science program, few thought community-based participatory research with the autistic community or an NIH-funded autistic principal investigator was even possible. Today I'm here because it is possible and because the Regional Research Institute supports community engagement, disability justice, and neurodivergent researchers. This recognition means so much to me, to my field, but most importantly to every neurodivergent student out there working toward a career in science, research, and scholarship. You can do this. Thank you.
Thank you, Dora. Our next award is the Early Career Research Award. This award is given annually to a faculty member at the rank of assistant or associate professor who produces outstanding and original scholarship at an impressive rate while engaging PSU students in rigorous research activity. The recipient of the 2020 Early Career Research Award is Greg Townley. Greg is an associate professor in the psychology department and the director of research for the Homelessness Research and Action Collaborative. Greg's research focuses on community psychology, community mental health, supportive housing, homelessness, peer-delivered services, and mixed method research examining community inclusion and recovery of individuals with serious mental illness. Greg, congratulations on being named the 2020 Early Career Research Award recipient. Would you like to join us and say a few words?
Yes, thank you so much. This award means a lot. I think often of how fortunate I am to be at a university that truly cares about community-based work and recognizes the contributions that faculty are making to the local community. My work would not be possible without the contributions of so many collaborators, but I'd especially like to thank my colleagues in the Department of Psychology and the Homelessness Research and Action Collaborative. Thanks again.
Thank you, Greg. For 2021, the awards committee named 2 recipients for the Early Career Research Award. Our first recipient is Julius McGee. Julius is an assistant professor in the Toulon School of Urban Studies and Planning and Black Studies. His research focuses on the relationship between social inequality and climate change. His most recent work explores how mass incarceration contributes to the climate crisis. Julius, congratulations on being named the 2021 Early Career Research Award recipient. Would you please join us to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you for the recognition. So today is May 7th, which is an odd day for me. It marks for me 10 years since my mother passed away. And oddly enough, the last conversation I had with her was 10 years ago to inform her that I'd just been accepted into a PhD program. So I just wanted to honor her memory with this award. So thank you again.
Thank you, Julius. Our next recipient of the 2021 Early Career Research Award is Jeremy Spoon. Jeremy is an associate professor in the Department of Anthropology. Jeremy's research focuses on environmental and applied anthropology, indigenous ecological knowledge, protected and conserved areas, natural disasters, and public education in the Nepalese Himalaya and the Western United States. Jeremy, congratulations on being named one of the 2021 Early Career Research Award winners. Would you please join us on screen to say a few words?
Thanks, Jason. I want to thank Portland State University, research and sponsored projects, my colleagues in anthropology and in emergency management and community resilience, my mentors, collaborators, host communities, my amazing students, family, and my wonderful wife. None of this work would have been possible without your trust, support, help, encouragement, and hard work. I'm so grateful for all of you. Let's keep using research to serve. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'd now like to invite Rosita Wooster, Dean of the Graduate School, to present the Outstanding Graduate Mentor Award. Rosita, would you please join us to present this award?
Thank you, Jason. Faculty mentors are the backbone of the student training and research programs. They are essential in ensuring the quality of scholarship, invention, and discovery. Graduate mentorship is at the core of our duties as academics. In our professional degrees, it is designed around preparing the professional practitioners of our disciplines. In the research degrees, it is our training of a capable master's researcher, or at the PhD level, a fully independent research training. Often, a graduate student's mentor duties go well beyond the classroom, studio, office, or research lab. Our exceptional mentors offer helpful resources for their students on top of providing emotional support and constructive criticism. The Graduate Mentoring Awards for 2020 and 2021 are Virginia Butler. The recipient of the 2020 Graduate Mentoring Award is Virginia Butler. Virginia is an emeritus professor and former chair of the anthropology department. She's an extraordinary mentor with a long record of successful mentoring PSU graduate students. Since 1994, she has served as the thesis chair for 20 PSU master's graduate students, many of whom have gone on to professional careers in anthropology. Virginia, congratulations on being named the 2020 Graduate Mentoring Award recipient. Please join us on screen for a few words.
Thank you, Rosita. Thanks to all of you, and thanks to PSU for creating this award. We know it's important and it doesn't always get the recognition it deserves. But I want to say that I'm retired and I look back at my career, and one of my favorite things is working with students. And I am honored to be honored for doing what I really loved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Virginia. The recipient of the 2021 Graduate Mentoring Award is David Payton. David is a professor in the chemistry department. Since joining PSU in 1987, David has served as the thesis chair for 16 PSU PhD and 11 master's graduate students, most of whom have moved on to successful academic or industrial research careers. David, congratulations on being named the 2021 Graduate Mentoring Award recipient. Please join us on screen for a few words.
Thank you very much. First of all, I acknowledge the wonderful mentors who trained me and made me largely into who I am, and my wonderful mentees who have gone on to do great things. They are the real meaning of this award, and I thank you all for this award. It is my honor to be associated with such an impressive and creative group of awardees. Thank you.
Thank you, David. It is now my honor to welcome PSU's President Stephen Percy to present the final awards of the evening.
Thank you, Rosita. It's clear that despite the pandemic, research and the creative arts are alive and well at Portland State. The Presidential Career Research Award recognizes our most outstanding senior faculty members for their long and rich careers marked by exceptional research achievements. Nominees are recommended by their peers, including top researchers in the fields at outside universities, as well as their admiring and appreciative colleagues here at PSU. Winners are recognized for the significance and quality of their work and the impacts of their discoveries, their recognition by national and international experts, and the impressive nature of their many achievements. The recipient of the 2020 Presidential Career Research Award is Talia Bauer. Talia is the Cameron Professor of Management at the School of Business. Her research focuses on human resources and relationships at work. Specifically, Talia works in research areas across the employee life cycle, including recruitment and selection, onboarding, and co-worker and leader relationships. Her research output includes dozens of journal articles, book chapters, and grants from organizations, including the Oregon Department of Transportation, the National Science Foundation, and the National Institutes of Health. And Talia's work has appeared in the New York Times, the Harvard Business Review, the Wall Street Journal, Fortune, and the Washington Post, and more. Talia, really heartfelt congratulations on being named the 2020 Presidential Career Research Award recipient. Please join us on the screen to say a few words.
Thank you. I don't know if I'm coming up, but thank you to my nominators, the award selection committee, and to you, President Percy, for this wonderful recognition. And really special thanks to my great collaborators, the School of Business, and especially to Pam Tierney for sharing her vision of what research at PSU could be, and for hiring me way back when we were celebrating PSU's 50th anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you, Talia. And let's turn now to the Presidential Career Research Award recipient, Jennifer Dill. The recipient of the 2021 Presidential Career Research Award is Jennifer Dill. Jennifer is a professor in the Toulon School of Urban Studies and Planning, director of the Transportation Research and Education Center at PSU, and director of the U.S. DOT-funded National Institute for Transportation and Community. Jennifer researches transportation decision-making processes and how those can inform policy and planning. Jennifer has published extensively in peer-reviewed journals and has served as the PI or co-PI and over 4.3 million in research projects and over 28 million in federal center funding. Her research has appeared in Wired Magazine, USA Today, the PBS NewsHour, and The Atlantic. And Jennifer, I want to also note, was kind enough to give her energy and expertise a few years back to be the interim vice president for research, and we're delighted to have her. Jennifer, congratulations on being named the 2021 Presidential Career Research Award recipient. Please join us on the screen to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Steve. I want to thank Portland State University for supporting research and knowledge that serves the city. I also want to thank my collaborators and colleagues and students, in addition to the team at TREC, and also all the folks out in SPA that help support the research that we all do. And since we are virtual, I'm also going to say hi to my mom, who's able to watch tonight. So thank you all.
And once in a while, there are some benefits of this darn remote stuff. So to be able to have our family at these events is pretty cool. I've seen more of people's families, their dogs, their pets, and their homes in the last year than I ever have before. And it's really kind of fun. Everyone, it's been a real pleasure to be with you this afternoon to recognize some of PSU's most outstanding researchers. You can tell from what they do, it's important, it's groundbreaking, and we're making a real difference. We so appreciate that. Research is a critical part of our mission at PSU, and all of our award winners who make us very proud. PSU's research, thank you. These awards spotlight our efforts to recognize the explorers, innovators, and thinkers who through their research, scholarship, and artistry are finding bold new ways to improve the world around us and provide our students with the experiential learning they need to achieve their full potential. Jason, you and the RGS team have done a fantastic job concluding Research Week this evening. I hope every one of you will enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for your role in supporting it. And I know that Jason's going to thank all the great people that helped put it together, but I just have to join in and beat him a little bit to the punch. But Jason, you can name everybody, but thanks everybody who put this event together, in addition to the wonderful award winners, because these things take time and effort. A wonderful job. I just want to say thanks. And Jason, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you, President Percy. And thank you, Provost Jeffords, for your leadership through one of the toughest years PSU has endured in its 75-year history of letting knowledge serve. Like you, I'm so proud of the many ways that our faculty make PSU one of the nation's most innovative universities. And the lineup that we saw today is just a small fraction of what we really got going on across this campus. This year, more than ever, I'm grateful for each and every one of you and for the work that you do. And I know that this is another Zoom meeting, and we all basically end the week wishing that we'd never seen Zoom again. But it's really nice to see everyone here and to know that Jennifer's mom gets to watch this. That's pretty awesome. I want to take a moment to thank all of our nominators and all of the folks who served on the selection committees. This is not a small amount of work. There's a lot of work that goes into evaluating candidates. And I want to thank our event organizers, especially Amy Spring, Amy Crowley, and Sean McGillis. They worked tirelessly to pull off Research Week and this awards ceremony. And they worked tirelessly all year long to make research work for PSU. I'd like to thank our AV tech support team, our library colleagues who are always working in lockstep with us to support faculty, and our award presenters. I want to thank you all. I want to take a moment as we end this program to do one last toast to everyone. Cheers to great research at PSU and to hopefully seeing everybody on campus in the fall where we can have a drink in person. Congratulations, have a good evening and a great weekend.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Thanks, everybody.
Cheers. You guys are amazing.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
I miss you guys. I miss seeing everybody. I miss you.
Everyone have a good weekend.
See everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Congratulations. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Congratulations, everyone.
Good to see you all.